Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Google Ads bidding strategies. Basically, when you run a new campaign, you will have to choose a goal. And the goal can be, acquiring more leads, which is conversion tracking. It can be driving traffic to your website, brand awareness, or it can be video views. You need to select the right bidding strategy for the right type of goal. Otherwise, your campaign won't run, or you might be ending up something called as throttling issue, where your campaign budget will not be spent to its fullest extent. So choosing the right bidding strategy is extremely important. So let's start with the most common type of goal, which is generating leads. So in this type of goal, your campaign is set to basically optimize for acquiring as many leads as possible. So you have a couple of bidding strategy options for in that case. The first one is target cost per action. Now let's say your business has a maximum threshold of $50 a lead. In that case, you can select maximize conversions as your bidding strategy, and then you can select or set target cost per action, and you can enter the value whatever your cost per lead has to be, which is 50. So Google will make sure that you are only getting leads that is up to that threshold, and it won't try to get more expensive leads. So that's the idea behind cost per action as the bidding strategy. The next option is target return on ad spend. In this case, you will get leads, but then it will maximize so that you are hitting that target return on ad spend. Then you have your blanket maximize conversion. In this case, Google will try to acquire as many leads as possible, and it doesn't matter what the cost per lead is. All it cares is like acquiring as many leads as possible. Then the next option is maximizing conversion value. It's similar to your return on target return on ad spend. And then finally you have enhanced cost per click, which is when you have you can automatically adjust your manual bids to try to maximize conversions. So those are the options, right? If your goal is to drive traffic, in that case you have maximize clicks as an automated bid strategy. It's the simplest way to bid for clicks. All you have to do is set an average daily budget. That's it. Then you have manual cost per click bidding. This is where you have more control over your maximum cost per click bid. Say you're running ad campaign in a very competitive niche, and let's say your cost per click in that niche is maybe like $50 or $100. You can select manual cost per click bidding, and then you can set manual bids for different types of keywords. So those are the two options when it comes to like bidding strategies. Then you have visibility. This is where you can set your bidding strategy to target impression share, so that way you are always on the top of the page. Now that's your target impression share. Then you have CPM, which is cost per thousand impression, or you have TCPM, or target cost per thousand impression. And then finally you have view, or vCPM. So those are some options in terms of visibility. And then finally you have views or interactions, which is for video ads only. You can use a cost per view bidding strategy cost per view bidding strategy, so that way you can maximize your campaign so that you get as many views as possible. So I know that's a lot, but I want to share some tips and tricks on how you should approach. First of all, you need to ensure that you give enough time for Google's algorithm to learn the bidding strategy. Let it stabilize, let it understand, let it learn, let it gather as much data as possible. Before setting a target return on ad spend or cost per lead, you should at least wait for 2 to 3 weeks, so that way your account has enough conversions so that it can stabilize and it can start learning, so that your target return on ad spend or cost per acquisition is hitting those numbers. If you make too many changes at once, Google does not have enough data and your campaign won't run properly. The second tip is, be very, very, practical in terms of what targets you're setting. If your account is getting leads at, let's say, $40 or $30, on an average per lead, don't set CPA to be like $5. That's not possible. You're being too conservative, and maybe you will get leads and it will be too cheap, or it will be random. The quality will drop. So try to be very, very practical in terms of what you should expect. If you have selected a strategy, as I said, maintain it and just go with it for at least 2 to 4 weeks is an ideal duration, and then start making changes. When it comes to changes, tweak one parameter at a time. Don't go full blown on like, I'm gonna change the campaign structure, I'm gonna change the bidding strategy, I'm gonna change the keywords, the target audience, the location. There's like too many things for the algorithm to learn, right? So try to make small little adjustment at a time. And then finally, when you have enough data, you can try to ensure that you document what worked, what type of parameters, which targeting strategy, which bidding strategy worked, and then replicate that for your next campaign, and then A/B test on something else. So that way you're building on top of your success rather than starting from scratch. So those are some high level, insights on what Google Ads bidding strategy is, how you can go about it, and some tips and tricks. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.